Hey everybody, welcome to another Foosh video review. Today we're going to be wrapping up our look at Wave 3 of Underground Toys' new 3 3/4 inch Doctor Who line with the Asylum Dalek from the Asylum of the Daleks episode from 2012. Dalek figures are something I personally cannot get enough of, so I am very happy to be adding a new Dalek figure to my collection, and I'm especially happy because this is a Dalek I don't already own in my sizable 5-inch Dalek collection, so I'm pretty stoked about this. This guy is hitting the shelves at Walgreens right now, and on the back of the card, as with all the other figures that we've checked out in this line so far, we can see what's available here, and there is our Asylum Dalek right there, along with Amy, the 12th Doctor, the 10th Doctor, the Classic Dalek, and a couple playsets. So sit tight while I get this guy open, and we're going to see what unique features this Asylum Dalek is bringing to the Doctor Who Dalek collection. And here is the Asylum Dalek in all his unpackaged glory. So the only thing that really makes this Dalek design unique, and it isn't much here because we've seen lots of bronze Daleks in the past, is this little red marking on his head. Let me get a close-up here. So that is the indicator that this Dalek is quote-unquote insane and is a resident in the asylum. So an insane Dalek, for a Dalek to be insane, it kind of means the opposite of what it would mean for anyone else to be insane. It generally means an insane Dalek is something that's, discovered compassion, has some kind of goodness in his soul, or if you want to call it a soul, and just isn't following the typical Dalek directive of being just a brutal killing machine, a little death machine, a little tin can full of evil and hate. In terms of his articulation, it's pretty standard Dalek fare. We've seen this many times before. There are 3 wheels on his underside that allow him a pretty good range of motion. He can just zip around and roll around on the floor. His head is a swivel that gets a full 360-degree range of motion. His eye stalk can raise and lower. And his 2 quote-unquote arms, the suction cup and the blaster, are on ball joints, and they can move all over the place. They have a pretty good range of motion, too. So again, that is pretty standard Dalek articulation. So to get a comparison here he is with one of the 5-inch bronze Daleks. And you can see, this one looks almost gold. I've got a little kitty fuzz all over it. This one looks almost gold in comparison. There is some weathering on this guy. And, well, let's get a close-up of the weathering here, and we'll see how effective that is. Let's get this guy out of the way for now. Now, I've seen some really mixed reactions to the weathering on this guy. For a mass-market retail figure, I don't think it is bad at all. I think it looks pretty good. He looks adequately grimy and oily and dirty. To me, it looks pretty good. It looks like a mechanical machine that's just been not taken care of. I think the weathering looks good. It's not 3A levels of good or anything, but it's totally not bad. Some of the stuff that I was reading, people were voicing their disappointment with it, and I'm kind of not seeing that here. I'm for a 3 3/4 inch mass market retail figure, as far as weathered paint apps go, I think this is pretty solid. I'm pretty happy with it. I think it looks cool, and that's just one other thing. It's the weathering and that little red insignia on his head. That alone makes him a unique figure in my growing Dalek collection. I think with these new 3 3/4 inch Daleks, I'm up to 30 Daleks in my collection now. So anything that makes a Dalek unique is something I am 100% okay with. And I'm sorry, I think it looks good. So let's get the comparison going here again with the larger, more golden, I guess just more clean-looking bronze Dalek. So the larger Dalek is what a clean-looking Dalek looks like, and the smaller guy here is what a weathered and just, he's been forgotten about in the asylum. He's not been having a good time, so that's the dramatic difference in coloring. So, and again, I do like that this smaller line isn't just a rehash of the larger line, that I'm actually seeing new things, and it's worth picking up these smaller new Daleks just for what they uniquely bring to the table. It's not just, I'm not just buying the same figures in another scale. So I appreciate that, and I like that. I mean, I can't display them together, of course. They look, I mean, unless the Daleks have started some kind of big brother, little brother kind of program, this looks kind of crazy. But I'm all for having unique variations in the collection. And I think this is a pretty good offering. This is a solid offering from Underground Toys here. Now to compare him with another sort of similar Dalek from the 3 3/4 inch line. This is from Wave 2. And again, we have a clean Dalek here on the right and the grimy Asylum Dalek on the left. And I think they look pretty cool together. Not too bad at all. And you can have these doctors face off, or these Daleks face off against Amy and the 11th Doctor. And I'm really starting to like this. I just love Daleks so much. They're some of my favorite bad guys in all of science fiction. I literally can't get enough of them. Now, the Doctor didn't exactly wear this coat in the Asylum of the Daleks, but this is the only Doctor I have in scale with him, so it's going to have to do. And I don't think it's a coincidence that Miss Pond here is sporting her outfit from that same episode. This is what she was wearing in the episode Asylum of the Daleks. So now we see her with a Dalek from that same episode. And I have a feeling that's not a coincidence. It's kind of the theme of the wave almost. And I dig it. So that is the Asylum Dalek from the Asylum of the Daleks episode. In fact, before we do anything else, I just want to get another close-up of the Dalek here, because I do really like the paint job that was done here. I do. I can't help it. I know some people were whining about it, and I'm sorry. I don't mean to say whining. I don't mean to be flippant or treat people's opinions like they're unfounded, because everybody's entitled. But I read these gripes and I set myself up for disappointment. Then when I get the figure like this, I'm pleasantly surprised, and I'm like, what the heck was all the complaining about? Because I actually, and in fact, the more I handle this and the more I look at it, the more I like it. I think this is I think they did a good job here. I really, truly, truly do. So, man, I'm totally happy to add this grimy, dirty Dalek to my collection. I think he looks great, to be perfectly honest. I'd love to see him upscale to the 5-inch line even. But for now, I'm very happy to have the 3 3/4 inch figure in my collection. So, I mean, really, let us know what you think about this guy. How do you feel about the paint job? Do you feel like it was overdone, or do you feel like it's spot on? I feel like it's pretty good. So let us know what you think about this figure. Leave a comment below. Check us out on our message boards. Check us out on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Google+, etc. And as always, thank you for checking us out, and we'll see you again really soon.